G'day guys, so I thought I'd better address the atrocity that's been committed in the latest patch. So the patch has had a large and detrimental effect on building boats in Ark, which were deliberately targeted in this patch. So you can still lower the foundations, the same as you always could. So I'll just lay my preferred foundation down. I use this foundation as it protects both the top and the bottom of the raft, which is even more important now, as we'll have a look at later. Now, believe it or not, there's a couple of improvements. They've finally fixed the invisible mast damage, which I've long since campaigned for. And you can no longer pike through the top of foundations. This used to protect from all other sorts of damage, but not the pike. But these needed improvements are completely obliterated by the needless removal of the ability to place foundation under thatch roofs. So you can no longer extend the foundation out from the basic 3x3. And nor can you squeeze a 4x4 onto the raft, as I tried here. So we've gone from having complete control over where we want the foundations placed to having solely a 3x3 9 foundation raft. You can still build down as far as you want, as long as you only use some ceilings and walls. But they've removed the ability to place foundations down. Nor can you place a pillar down from a foundation for some reason. And that's as far as you can go. Anyway, so what are we left with? So off the basic 3x3 we can build ceilings out. So I'll just see how far I can take this. So that looks like it. So it's a significantly smaller area, but even that's misleading, as we can't build on some of the extremities. And there you have it. That's how far out you can build in the latest patch. Although your raft will still look like dog shit because you can't extend that foundation out. Now, if you thought the motorboat would be spared, you'd be mistaken. The front and back of this boat was extended before the patch, and after the patch we can no longer extend the sides out. So again, you're limited to that 3x3, 9 foundations. Well, wasn't that depressing. Some things I post definitely do need to be patched. The Bangalore boat, Trojan horse, the impenetrable fortress quets, the Dodo turret shield. All these things needed to be patched, and to their credit they did do that pretty quickly. But targeting boats has taken things way too far. All they did in my mind was to target problem solving and creativity on things that didn't create a negative effect in the game. And it targets things that actually makes boats relevant, as they've always been extremely vulnerable. But that is my biased opinion. Obviously these things were never intended to be put into the game, but in my mind they made the game better. But you let me know your opinion in the comments below. Now, the only mention in the patch notes was that they were patching stacking foundations, so I can only assume that they are watching this video. So let them know how you feel in the comments down there below. Is it an exploit or is it a feature? So, as shown in the previous black and white montage, none of those boats are currently available to make. The patch has pretty much cleaned out every boat build I've done. Some variants could probably be made off them, but they look bad and use up more pieces. So it is a patch that both figuratively and literally has taken the wind out of my sails. I do have a couple land builds coming up, but other than that I don't really know where to go.